guys, welcome back to my Patreon. I love you guys so much. I love my patrons so much. So you're getting a card video. We're going to be discussing capitalism. Capitalism is a very hot topic on the interwebs these days, and I just thought to myself, let me give you guys a video on capitalism, my thoughts on capitalism as a whole, and why I'm so very anti-capitalistic. So over the weekend, Beyonce had a purse that said $1 billion on it, and it got people up in arms and up in a tizzy. And I put out a tweet that said, poor people are always the main ones who love capitalism. And it's the truth. Poor people invest in the idea of capitalism more than anybody else. I don't know why. I do know why, but I don't know why. But y'all buy the dream of capitalism more than anyone else. Y'all believe that the American dream is a dream that is attainable, and I am here to hurt your feelings. It's not. You are not going to be rich. You are not going to get $1 billion. You probably won't get $1 million. And the thing is, when you tell people this, they say you have a defeated attitude. Your attitude is piss poor. Like, you're just mean, and you have a very bad attitude. But I am here to tell you guys the truth. And the truth is, you're gonna be poor. Look at the last generation of your family. Are you guys much better? Probably not. You're probably not that much better. It takes the wealth that some people, the 1% in this country has accumulated, makes it so that there's no more money, you guys. There's not new money being circulated around. We're all passing around the same money. So when these top 1% people hoard money, when Bill Gates has 160 million, Bezos has 160 billions, when they have this money, it makes it so you will never be able to have that. When you see these people have net worths that big, you won't get that, because as long as they have that money, you are never able to have that money. That is as simple as I'm going to put it. As long as they have the money, you can't have the money. And that's why we talk about wealth hoarding. When you keep having that much money, it makes it so no one else can have the money. Therefore, the dream of capitalism can't be real. It can't be a thing, because there's no money to go around. These people have ridiculous amounts of wealth. Therefore, you cannot have money. I don't know how else to break that down to you guys. You cannot have money as long as Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates have the majority of the wealth in this company. How two men are able to have the majority of the wealth in this country. Because of that, the only people who will ever have money is the people whose last name are Gates and the people whose last name are Bezos. Those are the only two families who will ever see that money. They're not putting this money back into the economy in a way that everyone will be able to eat. And so when people buy into this idea of capitalism, people love to say, I don't dislike capitalism because one day, oh my God, one day I would love to have that amount of money. It ain't happening for you. It's not happening for you. The thing is, when we talk about wealth hoarding, we're not talking about the people who have $5 million, $10 million, $20 million, not even $300 million. Those are not the issues. The average celebrity is not the issue when we talk about wealth hoarding. It's not. Everyone isn't Jay-Z. Everyone doesn't have the money that Jay-Z has. The average celebrity is looking at a bank account that's between $2 million and $150 million. Like, the average celebrity ain't got the money that we're trying to take back. Like, no one is upset if you create something or you have a job that gets you millions of dollars. We all want that. We all want a life to where we can make millions of dollars. Millions of dollars is such a finite amount. You can make millions of dollars and go broke next year. Like, it's not that hard to spend millions of dollars. That's not wealth hoarding. More likely than not, if you're in that million range, 100 million, 3 million to a million range, you're going to give that money back in some way, some shape or form. You're going to buy things. You're going to employ people. You're going to do things that give that money directly back to people. That is just life. You're just going to give that money back. The thing about wealth hoarding is that money never gets redistributed within the economy. These people don't pay taxes. These people don't associate in the circles like we regular people. So they're never putting this money back in the economy. They're buying Tesla, which is giving Elon Musk more money. They're buying software, which is giving Gates more money. They're buying things off Amazon. They're buying Amazon stock, which is giving Bezos more money. That is what's happening. Rich people, the 1%, are putting money in each other's pockets and not giving it to anybody else. And the reason why I say I'm hurting your feelings is because I'm telling you the truth. And the reason why your feelings are hurt is because you don't want to believe the truth. You can work hard. You can work hard and die poor. That is the reality. There are more people working hard and dying poor than people working hard and dying rich. Not even rich, middle class. It is so hard in America to be middle class. It's so hard to be middle class. That's why I have a theory, and maybe I should write a whole paper on it. No black person in America that isn't rich is middle class. The middle class black people don't exist because black people have been oppressed for so long in this country that even if we were to be middle class, there's direct linkage to us that makes us poor. So our cousins are poor, our aunts are poor, our uncles are poor. Therefore, it's impossible to be middle class because if one person in your family gets sick, everyone in your family expects you to pay for that person to get medical care. So you can't be middle class. Black people have been disenfranchised for so long that it's impossible for just you being middle class to make your entire family middle class. And I talked about this maybe in a podcast. Class is about association. Class is about who you're around. How can you be middle class if people directly related to you are poor? It's not possible. It's not possible for you to be middle class, but people around you, your direct family, I mean people who you are directly related to, people who you eat Thanksgiving dinner with are poor, are living below the poverty line. And that is the case in most middle class black households. You know a relative who is poor. You know a relative who you can pick up the phone right now who would answer the phone and they are poor. They need some money. So therefore, I say the dream of capitalism isn't real because so many people around you are poor. We all know a poor person. We all know somebody who ain't got more than $50 in their bank account. It may be you. So the dream of capitalism can't be real because the poverty that has been inflicted on people, just regular people, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, is too much. That you just rising out of your situation is not gonna help it. It's not going to get you out of that poverty. It's just not. I'm being 100% honest. So you can work hard and you can believe if you work hard, you're going to get, but you're not. You can go get a degree, you're not going to get there. The only exceptions to this are the people who can dribble the ball, sing, rap, or throw a football. Those are the exceptions, the people who are anomalies. And even those are hundreds. Those are only hundreds and thousands of people. There are millions of people who are poor. There are millions of people who are poor. And we stay poor. If capitalism worked, there you would see more regular, degular, smegular, rich people, and you don't. You don't see regular, degular, rich people. How many times have you been surprised to see somebody is rich? It doesn't happen. The more than likely you like, oh, y'all living like this. That is more so what you find out than the idea that people are rich. People don't get rich. I guess that's the point of this video and why believing in capitalism is a lie. People don't get rich. And what I want people to understand about capitalism is a system that makes sure you're poor. It makes sure that you are poor, specifically minorities. It makes sure that you are poor. poor. In order for someone to be at the very top, for there to be a top, there has to be a bottom, my friends. And it puts specific people at the bottom. And not only puts them at the bottom, because we're all going to be at the bottom one day, you stay at the bottom. That is the point. Your capitalism, Gates, Bezos, all these people, even now the Jay-Z, the Carters, in order for them to maintain their wealth, they have to bank on the idea you'll be poor forever. That is why I say you're never going to be a billionaire. You're probably never going to be a millionaire. You probably will never be a thousandaire. Because in order for the system to work, these people who have all of this wealth have to bank on the idea you'll never get anything. That's the only way it works. That's the only way, because they have all the money. So in order for you to get rich, they have to give away some of that money. New money isn't getting created. New resources aren't being made. We're all passing around the same dollars. The difference is the people at the top aren't giving any away. They're not passing out a thing. They're keeping this money to themselves. They're keeping these assets to themselves. Therefore, where you gonna get this money from? If these people don't give back their wealth, where you expect to get billions of dollars from? Y'all not gonna look under your mattress and find $1 billion. There's not a hidden $1 billion anywhere. There's not hidden gold. There's not hidden diamonds. Long ago they stole those resources. It's the money that is here is all we got. Because money isn't real. So that's all we got. All we got is this illusion of money. So if they're not giving away some of their illusion, you're not getting none. That is what it baffles me. I'm like, you do realize every time Gates and all these rich people's net worths go up, it's less money for you. They're not giving this money back into the economy. Amazon workers get paid piss poor. People making Microsoft computers are doing slave labor. Like, this money isn't being distributed. You do get that, right? So there's as long as Gates has $160 billion, it's $160 billion no one else is going to have, right? It's not possible. It's not possible for thousands of people to have $160 billion. It's not possible. There's not enough money. There's not enough money. If thousands of people have $160 billion, it makes $160 billion obsolete. The point of why they have so much power and so much money is because compared to us, we have nothing. So if everyone has something, they go back to having nothing. And that is why you have to stay poor. So when we say tax the rich, this is what we mean. Bill Gates should not have $160 billion. And you can say, well, he's worked hard for his money. You mean to tell me you come up with a business and you don't want to reap all the reward? You think Bill Gates did this on his own? You think Bill Gates has the money he has on his own? You think he got this by himself? That's what you really believe. You really believe that Bill Gates got all this money by himself. Bill Gates got all this money because he was just making computers with his hands and making software with his mind and this is that. And you think Jeff has Amazon where it's at because he's just a creative genius. And you sound like Kanye. That's not how it works. That's not how building a business works. Yes, these businesses you see around your local place, that's hard work. When you get to that level, that's slave labor, stolen resources, and stolen ideas. That is what's happening. Stealing from people is how they're getting their money. Taking from people. That is what they're doing. Beating people to the punch of ownership. That is what they're doing. They're finessing a system that they know how to play. They're playing a game we don't know how to play. We are in a game with people we don't know how to play. Some of y'all don't even want to switch on the on button on the game to realize you're even in it. Y'all don't even want to realize you're in the game. So that is why we want to tax these people. You're not getting this for free. You're not doing this on your own will. You got lucky. You got lucky and you finessed the system. That is what capitalism is doing. You don't gain nothing in capital. I promise you. You ain't never going to be rich, boo-boo. You ain't never going to be rich. And the thing is, I'll be wrong. I pray that I am wrong. That some people watching this are going to make millions of dollars. I pray. Because I'm okay with millionaires. It's billions I'm not okay with. Billions. Billions. And that's the thing. When we're talking about a Jay-Z, Jay-Z has made a billion and some change. Oprah has a few billion. Jeff and Bill Gates, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? There's levels to this. It's wrong on a Jay-Z level. It's very wrong on an Oprah level, but it's atrocious on a Bill Gates and Jeff level. That's ridiculous. People cannot go to the hospital. People can't get cancer treatment. People can't get insulin. This is not a have and have-nots. People are dying. Period. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being patrons. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.